now that I have this all ironed on, I can start to put the floaty bits in. So I didn't cut these out yet because I didn't want to lose them. So now that I have this part ironed on, I'm going to take the small floaty bit. This would be considered negative space inside of the P. And we're going to cut these and we're going to attach using the iron. This part can be a little bit tricky because they are small, sometimes hard to handle. If you need tweezers or something like that, we can get tweezers out for you too. See if I can get it. Okay. Okay, so this piece will go in here. I want to make sure I line it up. This edge should be even. That looks good. So what I'm going to do then is iron that right away before I cut the other one out. I don't want to lose it. Excuse me. You want to make sure it's on there. Excuse me. Okay. I'll do this little one here, or this inside part. Suppose it's not a little one, not compared to the other one. Same thing, we're going to make sure we line it up. So I'm trying to make sure that this one is in line with that one. That looks good. Okay. So again, we were using the negative space to make our stencil. These pieces are the positive space. Now, could I use these? I could, but your design will end up in reverse. And we can talk about that one later. So this one is now ready to go. I'm checking, make sure that all my little edges, like these little spots here, these need to be down. If they're not, you're going to regret it. Okay. So I don't burn myself. All right. Last part of this is to add some fabric paint. So I like this, the round bristle brushes. I think that works really well for this. So in this case, we're going to have you do some dabbing. I'm going to put a little something underneath me here. I'm going to put a piece of paper, scrap paper underneath me in case it decides to soak through. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dab it in an up and down motion. If I were to sweep it back and forth like this, I would risk pulling up some of my template. We don't want that. Something else that might be good to mention is you'll notice how much space I have around my letters. I have quite a bit. If I didn't have very much, I would run the risk of getting outside of the edges of it, and oops, all of a sudden I've got something where I don't want it. So do give yourself some room. That looks pretty good. Trying to make sure that there's not like big bubbles of paint. All right, and now we let it dry.